guys, Chris here from Kite Republic, here today to talk you through the Sky Style and Sky Style SLS. First thing you'll notice on this board versus previous years is the D. Yes, they will be trading as Duotone as opposed to Fanatec. Same people, same factories, same everything, but they'll be consolidating their branding and they'll be moving their wing and foil sections across to Duotone as opposed to Fanatec. Now, the Sky Style, what are we looking at? So, apart from the fact that it looks absolutely awesome, this is the performance wingboard in the Duotone lineup. So, as you can see from this one, we've got a fairly squashed tail, so fairly performance-y board in. You do lose a little bit of stability, but for the people riding the style, they're not going to be looking for that as much as the gains they're going to have for when they're carving and the rest, to not be touching water, clipping and having things throwing them off balance. You'll notice compared to the previous Sky Style, the nose is definitely a little bit squarer than what we saw in this one right behind me here. So they've brought that back in a bit. That's actually going to add probably a little more volume and stability to the nose and get rid of some swing weight. So that's going to add to the performance end of it. When we look at this, we'll see definitely has a recessed deck, and you'll see that slight step down into there as well. So we're actually getting everything a little bit lower, closer to the foil, slight concave in there. We're going to have more ability to tell that foil what to do, and we're also going to have more feeling of stability and being that little bit lower as well. You'll notice for this year's Sky Style, they have actually beveled the rails as well. So once again, looking at that performance side, previous models did have the squarer rail, so that'll be helping a bit for touchdowns. Again, we probably lose a little bit of stability, but we gain from those clips and that side as well. So should be good. The board itself. The board itself is on the higher rocker side of things. So for somebody that was learning and was into looking at their first board, they're probably not looking at a Sky Style. That extra rocker is going to add a lot to the high-end performance. It's going to mean you can tell that foil what to do, and everything's going to be livelier. However, it's not going to be quite as easy. It's not going to have that long water line like what you'll get out of the Sky Free. Check out our other video if this is the area you're looking at and you're thinking first boards, more stability, more easy time on water, etc. But this one does have that little bit of extra rocker as well. So performance is definitely there. Stability, takeoffs, needing a bit more power or a little bit more technique on your takeoffs lends itself a little more to the Sky Style. So in terms of sizes, this is going to come in a 4.5, that's 45 litres for those absolute rippers and pros out there. 4.7, which is 55. 4.9, 65. 4.11, 75 litres, and then in a 5.1, and that one's 85 litres. Now that is for the SLS sizings. If you're looking to the standard model, then you'll get that in the two biggest sizes. So the 4.11 75 and the 5.1 85. So if you're looking for a bigger board or something a bit easier to ride, definitely look towards the Sky Free and Sky Free SLS. So construction-wise, you're going to find your standard model will come as a standard vacuum sandwich technology, and then in those stress and load areas, they'll have carbon reinforcement. And then in the SLS model, it'll be a full carbon PVC sandwich. So both very nice. What you're going to find out of the SLS, you're going to find that the board is stiffer, it's more reactive, and it's going to be probably slightly lighter and stronger. The standard one will have a little bit more forgiveness, but won't be quite as lively in terms of feel. Model-wise, you'll see the new Duotone version has a slightly squashed nose, doesn't have that traditional point to it. So basically going to be a little bit more lively and a little bit less swing weight into that one. Very similar in terms of deck shape. Biggest difference to look at apart from the nose is here. You can see that a very pronounced beveled edge through here on the new model, whereas the old model was fairly square. So it was a fuller rail. Probably held a little bit more volume through there and stability for size. So overall, this board looks exactly like what we'd want it to be. It's aimed at being for a higher end rider or someone after a bit more liveliness out of their ride. that's after being able to push themselves a little bit more. They're willing to sacrifice a little bit of stability, willing to sacrifice a little bit of takeoff ease, I guess you'd say. You do need a bit more technique taking this off versus the Sky Free due to that extra rocker and not having a smoother or long waterline. So it's exactly what it's meant to be. It looks fantastic. The board's nice and light. We've known from the previous year or two now that they're super strong, really held up well. Definitely worth a look. If you'd like to check out more or have a demo, hit us up, kiterepublic.com.au, and let's get these things out on the water. Whew.